Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Now, everybody, I just want to say um, today's prophecy is not anything positive, but we will esteem Yahweh and we will give respect to him for his word. America is under severe punishment. Yahusha is about to burst in his anger. I made a prophecy a few weeks ago talking about different cities throughout the world and states in America as well, but different places in the world that are under punishment. And some of them will be repeated again today, but I'm also going to be saying new words to the state of West Virginia. Howl. Howl. Because an avalanche is coming. Avalanches will come to West Virginia state. Fire, I will burn them. Their sons and daughters, I will burn them. To the state of Delaware and New Hampshire. I said before that there's going to be volcanic eruptions in those states, and it's going to be bad. Like, there's no other way to, I'm not going to lie to make people feel better. This is the truth. How foolish would I be to dilute the word of Yahuwah? I'm not going to do that for anybody, not even myself. I don't even do that for myself. Delaware, a tornado. It will be very severe what comes upon New Hampshire and Delaware. People are going to turn into ashes. Do we understand? People are going to be burned alive from the fire. America is going to groan. America is going to sigh. America is going to have an outcry. And this outcry will be heard from the Shemaim, from the heavens, where Yahweh, the God of the Bible, the Elohim of the Bible, where he resides, there will be noise because of his judgments that he's going to release. America is under judgment. America is going to fall, not just with the economy and what is happening right now in America, but America is going to fall. Imagine if you take a vessel. Remember when Yahweh told the Jeremiah, in the book of Jeremiah, to take a vessel and to throw it on the ground? And the vessel shattered, and he said, this is what I'm going to do to my children. Yahudah. This is what I'm going to do to my children, both Yahudah and Yasharel, the Israelites. This is what I'm going to do to them. In that same way, this is exactly what Yahweh is doing to America. America is essentially a glass pot, a glass dishware, you could say, chucked, thrown on the ground with severe pressure, and those pieces will be unable to mold back into what it was previously. A tornado is coming for the state. Ay, 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 ay. New Orleans. A whirlwind to the Pacific, to the ocean. New Orleans will become a burial site. Groan. Drown. Nobody will save you. Just as in the states, Delaware and New Hampshire, with the fire, and he said that their sons and their daughters will be consumed by that fire. In that same way, the sons and daughters of those that reside in New Orleans will drown. Like, there's no other way I can say it. They will drown. Severe punishment to New Orleans. Why? What I've been told by Yahusha is that New Orleans actually has a very high population of Israelites. Hey, this is something I learned today too. New Orleans has a very high population of those of the seed of Jacob, those of the seed of Yehuda, and the seed of Israel, biblical Israel. And just as their ancestors in the books of Jeremiah and Ezekiel and Isaiah, they rebelled and they provoked Yahweh to anger, and they burned incense to Baal, and they offered their children in the fire to Moloch, which is a god. They basically burned incense and did sacrifices to other gods, and they served other gods. These Hebrews are doing the exact same thing today. The only difference is that a lot of them don't know that they are Hebrews, but that doesn't erase, it doesn't change anything. It's really irrelevant. Many of them do, in fact, know, and still rebel, just as their ancestors did. So because of that reason, that is why New Orleans is going to get a very hard punishment. Very hard punishment. Not to say the other punishments are not going to be severe, but New Orleans is actually going to become a burial site. New Orleans is going to become a burial site because there's going to be so many bodies. They will drown. Do you guys understand? Do you guys understand the oceans in that area are going to arise and he's going to drown them? I'm going to clarify this because I know somebody's going to maybe think it or say it. Yes, Yahweh did say that he is not going to flood the whole earth the way that he did back in Noah's time ever again. But I want you guys to know that there are going to be different areas in the earth, the whole earth, because I also mentioned a place in Canada last time, Toronto, that's going to be flooded. So there will be cities, there will be areas in the earth that will be flooded, but the whole earth will not be flooded. I'm just clarifying that just for anybody that may be thinking that. But howl, America, because your judgment has arrived. You have provoked Yahweh, known as the Lord today, or Yahweh, or what else people call him? God. I don't know if I said that already. The God of the Bible, the Elohim of the Bible, is angry because of the wickedness of this nation, and he is going to come harshly, and nobody will be able to quench the wrath of Yahweh. Nobody will be able to say, stop. The damage is already done. So, this is the word of Yahweh. Punishment to America.